You see, before you do this, you go backwards in your contemporary history and see the things you have tried to do against Kyagulanyi and their success rate. If you think this is going to succeed, you go back a little bit and try to see the manyanga you have done for Kyagulanyi. Mulabe oba ebintu kubanga mugezezaako ebintu bingi. Mulaba omwana abakuba agenda bawangula abakuba kubanga mwali mwasooka ne muga nti ali mu Kampala wano kakati n'agenda waggulu n'atandika okutambula mu byalo. Mugenzo okulaba ekiri mu byalo temukirabangako. You have gone to Mbarara. This is your home area, all of you. You have gone to Mbarara. You are buying people to go and listen to Museveni in Mbarara. You are trying to rent a crowd in Mbarara. That's when you know it's game over. In Kisoro, there's a friend of mine these days. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's attacking me because he's scared also. Comrade, I'm sorry, you are very scared. He's coming from Kisoro. He's very scared. Nice guy, but I don't know why you are attacking me, my friend. You are scared. Things are bad. Now, you are not the only one from Kisoro who is scared. The RDC in Kisoro is defecating in his pants, he's urinating on himself, he's talking at a good daru. Yagambye era bwogendo okulonda Kyagulanyi oba okujja okuwuliriza Kyagulanyi oliko simintana. Can you imagine? In this day and age, when the world is a global village, notandika okwogera ebigambo ebyo. Tell that man, when you speak such things like when you want to vote Kyagulanyi, make your grave. When you utter those words today in Kisoro, they echo in Ottawa, they echo in Brussels, they echo in London, they echo in Washington. You people stop deluding yourselves. Muja kugwa mu tabu ey'obwereere. You're already poor, you have suffered poverty. Suffer at that level, let it be the end. Don't run away from your problems by campaigning to be jailed abroad for the rest of your life. Please don't do those things. Now, you are panicking. You guys are panicking seriously because you see the problems. Now, ebyo byemugezaako kukola pressuring byabakama mwe mwagala kutomeza muzeeyi wammwe, mwagala kumutomeza. You see the problem with you guys in NRM, because now I will tell you something. Everybody who has originally worked with Mr. Museveni has left. 90% they have left. Museveni is remaining with money makers. Museveni is remaining with some losers who cannot, they are like wana bwembatabu. Mbatabu bateriwo buja kufa. Because the abamusabo bwa minister, some of them bamusaba nyo bwa minister, they even start so they make tricks, you know, nze botampa wa minister ojja kulaba nze onolaba. Those people cannot survive without Museveni. Otafire, Tumwine, you know yourselves, those ones are there. They are stuck. They are stuck with him. They can't go anywhere because if they go, they are dead. Then the other type is the money makers, especially the young ones. The young ones, they want to be rich. So they also came, basitama, baliye obuntu, bamwenda, babyaruhanga. Kakati balaba ekintu kigenda, kakati mugenda kutomeza muzeeyi wammwe. Namusajja mukulu myaka 80 mumutomeze kati atomere. Mwe mumuletera wrong advice. Because the thing about this, by the way, social media people who say Museveni nze nkugamba biki, don't waste your time. Museveni is not watching these things. He doesn't watch them. There are people who watch these things for him. Unfortunately, they are part of the money makers. They watch for him. Now, like now they are with us, they are watching. They're saying, what is this man saying? Today I'll tell you good things and wake you up. So they are saying, what is this man saying? After that, they say, like that. But the problem with NRM is that the best brains are actually with Museveni. The rest don't have anything. Potea, bule. So, and then the problem is he doesn't watch most of these things because they show him what they want him to see. So, tabimanyi katibuba mutomeza. Buno waliwo akalenzi very pencil thin guy. What is his name? Chiwanuka chiriowa chiwanuka, something like that. Simanje bwava. Buto bugenda kutomeza Museveni ebisenge. Numutomeza ebisenge. Then there is the other imbecile kid. Bagenda kutomeza bukasira bamutomeza ebintu. Kati bwebalemwa, when they fail, they start saying, Muzeyi, because the foreign countries, the foreign country, then the man starts to get annoyed. He starts to insult foreign countries. Yet when he insults foreign countries, he's digging his own grave, because the old man is forgetting that his longevity is premised on his relationship with foreign countries. I don't know why he forgets that. Museveni has stayed this long in power because of foreign countries. You guys remember when the Twin Towers were knocked over in New York City? That is when Museveni's cards bakatunda ne basmilinga. Then these West Americans and Europeans brought millions of dollars, put it on his feet, and then told him, now you are the one who is going to help us fight terrorism. Then they gave the man a lease of life, and he used it. You guys in SFC, part of that money is what created you, SFC. You don't know? It's part of that money which created. Museveni did all those things under the umbrella of fighting terrorists. Then he used some of that money to create you people. Kakati ate bino byonna Museveni has been there because, just as you saw recently, when the white people came to beg him, Sebo, South Sudan, kakati mwe, when they came to beg him in Jinja, Sebo Tuyambeko, South Sudan, I saw him also seated very nicely. Now, some of you, I've seen you online, some of my friends in the system. You were very happy that the white people have come, mbobali muku bafukamiridde Museveni, ate bana ab'opposition mbobali eri balopa Museveni mu nsi z'abazungu. Okay, yeah. So for us, we looked stupid because we are begging the white men against Museveni. Yet the white men have come to beg Museveni. It looks like that. In the easier way, it looks like that. But let me demystify this for everybody. Bwe mulaba abazungu nga bazze okwegayirira Museveni, nga bwe bazze, ate naffe nga gye tuloopa nti abange Museveni atutta, mwabe NRM ba intellectual ne mulowooza nti mufunye ekintu ky'amagezi nnyo, kubanga kirungi nnyo, kubanga kati abo abazungu beegayirira Museveni, ate bali aba diaspora na bano Kyagulanyi bali eri boogera n'abazungu tebamanyi kye baliko. Bwe kityo bwe kirabika, naye si bwe kiri. You people should know, and I've been a diplomat for many years. Let me tell you this. Abazungu tebalina mukwano. Ekyo ndowooza ne bwami Museveni akimanyi bulungi. Of course, you people listening to me, you are the one who don't know things. You who are going to inform him. Let me tell you, abazungu tebalina mukwano. abazungu tebakulaba nti wuno Martin wuno mukwano gwangaze. No, when they see you, they see interest. When they see your picture like this, they see interest. Tufunira wa atuyamba ki ekyo kye balaba. Naye njagala nkibategeeza, omuzungu nga tanaba kukolagana naawe, before those powers deal with you, olina okuba ng'abantu bakuwa obululu nga olina sapoti y'abantu. You must have legitimacy in your own country as a leader. Once that carpet of legitimacy is withdrawn from your feet, the white powers will not deal with you even for 1 minute. Singa abantu ab'omu nsi yo bakujjamu obwesige nga omukulembeze, abazungu tebaddamu kwogera naawe. Abazungu tebalina mukwano, abazungu balina byabwe bigobererwa. Kyova olaba nti omuzungu yatumye omusajja omu namuga genda ogambe Museveni owe Uganda atuyambe ku South Sudan. Ne bajja sebo bwana Museveni tuyambe ku South Sudan. Kakati ffe Abafirika tulina ekintu kyaffe mu Afrika, tulina engeri gye tukolagana, emikwano gyaffe engeri gye tugiyisa. Kakati ffe bwe tulaba bana abazungu nga bazinga babadde basaba Museveni, tulowooza bye bimu n'ebyaffe. Nedda, eby'abazungu si bye bimu, tebabikola bwe batyo. Wiiki yayiseewo emu, abazungu aba gavumenti y'emu ne bawandiikira Museveni ne bamugamba nti bwana Museveni, bw'oba olowooza nti obulwadde bwa corona bw'oba ogenda obukolako, kitegeeza nti kuba abantu emiggo, kitegeeza nti lemesa abakuvuganya, awo muganda wange weerimbye. Era bwe kiba kyekyo tetujja kukolagana naawe. The same people wrote to Museveni the next 7 days and said, comrade, you are our friend. But if you think fighting coronavirus means you are going to beat up Kyagulanyi and all those other people, tear gas and harass and brutalize, then we are not with you. Abo be bazungu bemmanyi benduddemu wano emyaka 15 benkola nabo mu office. Akati mwe, you elites of NRM who are deceiving yourselves, you are wrong. You are wrong. And let me tell you another thing, because I saw another boy writing, democracy wa mwabalemye, kakati gwe Pompeo democracy wa mwabalemye, kati ate muli eno mutunula waffe. Yeah. That's what it is. Bano bajugira ddala nnyo. Ebyabwe bwe biba bibalemye gwe tebikwatako. Naye gwe ebibyo bwe biba bikulemye bo bibakwatako. Kati jjayo enankani otule. I think I'm clear, you understand me. If the Americans have failed to put their democracy right, you in Africa, that is not your problem. But they want to remind you that if your democracy has a problem, it is their problem. Now, you better get that straight and get it inside your head, because that, my friend, is the truth. By the way, some of you may look at Pompeo and say, he's going. So what's the problem? Why is he writing? He's going. Even the other man, Engo, he's going. So what is the problem? No. In America, people don't matter. It's the institutions which matter. Era bali abajja mu office lwe banayingira bajja gamba nti mulete fayiro ya Uganda. Olwagireeta nga balaba ebbaluwa ya Pompeo ng'egamba nti Museveni lekera okubuzaabuza banna Uganda. leka kulwanyisa bulwadde bwa corona n'olowooza nti ogenda kufufugaza abantu. They will see that later here we bajja okutandikira. That is how institutions work. So if Byabakama, a very law man, and you have my respect, because law is not for the feeble-minded. But my friend, you got to know this. If Byabakama is pressured by the imbecilic boy and those other people to use COVID-19 to disqualify Kyagulanyi, the Americans will go to Pompeo's letter and say, Mr. Museveni, we warn you, because fighting COVID-19 does not mean muzzling of democracy. They will see that here, and they will start from there. By the way, what you guys have done this time around, you are making mistakes. You are actually helping yourselves to remove yourselves from power. You see, you have this problem, the characteristic problem of arrogance. You have your own arrogance, you know it. It is biologically wired. And you are using it in a bad way. Because you think that, Gaddafi went and for him, he was not organized properly. When they come here, we shall crush them. You are deluding yourselves. Initially, actually, you would have done very well. You see, Abana Museveni, Abana Bakutomeza. The boys are giving you wrong advice. You are making very serious mistakes. You were going to handle, if you were civilized and handled this election in a civilized manner, without holding Kyagulanyi in a swamp, depriving him of a toilet, depriving him of food, towing his car and dumping him in a forest. If you did not do those things, if you did not arrest Kyagulanyi in front of the Electoral Commission, when some of your young people were elbowing him, they're elbowing him because they want his ribs to be broken, and the world is watching them. If Mwesigwa, my friend, I now call him my friend because I think I have succeeded in nailing him. I like this. Now, if Mwesigwa did not drop a canister of tear gas in Kyagulanyi's car, if Mwesigwa did not arrest Kyagulanyi by force and put him in a can, throw him inside the mobile prison, if you didn't do those things, you were going to succeed in staying in power. Because you'd have handled your things in a way, the way you usually do, deceive Ugandans, because our people are still gullible. You'd have managed. Let me tell you also a few other things which you would have done. You have all these thieves. Now we have Corona. People have stolen 89 billion to buy masks. Masks are nowhere to be seen. They are just a few things. People don't have masks. They have stolen 89 billion under your watch. People don't have masks. If you had created something there and you arrested all those thieves, because you know them, they're your relatives. If you had arrested those thieves, if you had deceived Ugandans that you're doing something about corruption and you don't beat up Kyagulanyi, I am telling you, you were going to steal this election nicely. But now, through the stupidity of a certain young man advising you Kyagulanyi, I will crush him. I will crush him. But Kyagulanyi is not crushable. You guys. That man has nothing, by the way. It's just nature and other things which are logical. Logical thing. Let me tell you, how do you get a man who grew up in the ghetto, besiege him in a swamp, deprive him of a toilet and water for 10 hours? You think you'll crush him? You guys, you grew up in Tanzania, very comfortable. You don't know these things, my friend. Let me tell you, Kyagulanyi cannot be faced by those things. Kyagulanyi grew up in a ghetto. Okera kumacha, landlord nga tewamusasude, nagamba nifulume nyumba. Nofuluma nodda kabalaza. Landlord nagalawo toilet. Nobirawo nakulamba nga tewali toilet. You guys, what you are doing to Kyagulanyi, Kyagulanyi has seen it in the ghetto already. He has lived this life. For Kyagulanyi to spend a day without showering, and you think it is a problem? Because you try. You try. You can't spend a day without going to the toilet. Spend a day without eating. Because you do that to Kyagulanyi. You think you are facing him. You are intimidating him. No. You are not. The man has already been hardened by life. Now, all those stupid things you have done have attracted the international community, which has put a scope on you. Hey, let us chase away the foreign press. Let us chase them away back in day. My friend from Chisoro, the other thing you were saying about people who have a passion but no knowledge. I think you wanted to insult those in opposition. Let me tell you, that statement, I like the way you made it. Please apply it to those people supporting the president of Uganda inside the NRM. They have passion, but they have no knowledge. You are right. You are right. They have passion, but no knowledge. You excellent. If I was marking, I'll give you excellent. They are putting on the uniform, putting like this. Eh? They are scarecrows, kabisa. Hakuna. Chase away the foreign press. You know how many enemies you are creating by doing that? Now everybody is on your case. Now, Byakuleka, you are calling Kyagulanyi on the 14th, then the whole world will be on you. The whole world will be on you. You see, this is the problem those people pressurizing you cannot see. They cannot understand that. Now, you guys are definitely planning a few things, disqualify him, disqualify. Mzee is, of course, now, Mzee has lost it. Unless he executes a master stroke by himself, he's capable of executing a master stroke to save this. Naye so far, so bad. Abana bamutomeza. Ate bo bakola sente. Then the stupidity of these guys is, where are you going to eat the money from? Where are you going to eat the money you are making from? Mugena zirirawo. Kakati kampulire Byakuleka, you don't be silly. Don't join the stupidity of these people, because all those people you see, we are actually continuing to work on more of them and put them on that dreaded list. So you wouldn't want to be there. Everybody now is looking at you, and we are saying, I think Byakuleka is a good guy. He's a good guy, but he's under pressure. Now, don't overdo. I know you are acting to please your people, but don't overdo it, because if you overdo it, you will be on the list. This is the problem of Tumwine, because now we have been asked for information on Tumwine. But Tumwine, it is his problem. Because Tumwine, you know this thing of surviving. I am surviving on Museveni. I'm surviving on Museveni. You have been in power for so long. By now you would be self-sustaining. You'll not be asking Museveni for a job. I'm surviving on Museveni. Now you are struggling to please Museveni. Tumwine, this is what you are doing. And you have got yourself into hot water. I have warned you. You're going to see. You wait. You have put yourself into hot water. Because you are eager to please. We have the right to kill citizens. We have the right. Tunulira guy mugamba omusajja yayitako omugeti ze Makerere nayingirayo n'afuluma. I know you did fine art, but fine art is not for foolish people. You do the history of art, you do things, you know. By any stretch of imagination, to me, you are an intelligent man. Name and the things you are talking, they are hopeless. They have got you in trouble. Why? Because you failed to get money from Museveni to make self-sustenance for yourself. Now you are still a beggar. You are being told to say stupid things. So, Byakuleka, there is an issue here. If you insist on pleasing your boss and you overwork yourself, you're going to be in hot water. But now I repeat, we look at you and sympathize. Tukusasira. Tutunulira police ya Uganda. Did you see Martin Okoth? Did you see him on the list of people suggested to be punished? He's not there because we know. Everybody knows what is what. That man is not a problem. We know where the problem is. Do you see anybody looking at UPDF, looking at these murderous people, the LDUs, and saying Mohozi CDF is in trouble? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because everybody knows who that man is. People know who that man is. They have told us who he is. We know where the problem is. So, Byakuleka, don't overdo yourself, my friend. Because when you overdo yourself, you will fry your buttocks instead. Try to remain insular. I know the situation you are in is deadly. People are threatening you. They are scaring you. But try to remain bakwetolodde bakuli bubi naye sigazaako ka island kamagezi akako, because they still need you. Listen, this leverage, let's go in the dynamics of leverage. Okyalinawo omugaso, bakyakwetaaga, olina okwogera ebyekisiru biri obitegedde. That's your role. Ebyekisiru biri olina obyogera. It's your role. Naye ate kati emundu ze bakutaddeko kati ate zikukozesa ebyobujiga. You relax, tokola bya bujiga. I'm going to disqualify you. No, relax. Bagala kutomeza. Bamaze okutomeza Museveni, ate Museveni ayagala kutomeze. No, relax. Leverage, you still have leverage kubanga olina okukola a certain role at the end. Bajja kuterawo n'ekinankani bakugamba nti ebyo byoba osoma. This is the most important role you have. If you go now, they have nobody to read those stupid things. So you still have leverage. But don't defecate in your pants now. You still need those pants. That's the advice for you, Mr. Byakuleka. So bano abantu baleke, they are beating them. Bekubabuka. Even NRM mwekubye. Ate Kyagulanyi abatomeza ebisenge. Kyagulanyi abatomeza ebisenge. Kakati muli worried. The problem is this. You don't want him to go to the West. Because when he goes to the West, you will be totally exposed. Deal ngiyise kubanga obotya obululu nga ne Jova toyina bawagizi. Mwabadde ku paka y'embalala muli mu kugula abantu bagende muki Kyagulanyi addeyo agende mu West abaswaze muswale kati mwagala agende mu West mwana mumuleke atambule. I'm telling you kubanga bwe mwagala okuleetera ekisiru mujja kutomera ebisenge mweka ate ekisembayo ku point eyo. Let me tell you, do you know that disqualifying Kyagulanyi is the same as killing him in the sense of the impact? Because you people don't measure the impact. I think more impact mulaba local, international temujiraba. Because now I tell you frankly, you have drawn the international IRE. You have drawn it. It is forming, and it is forming very heavily. I am telling you, free of charge. You have drawn the international IRE. The things you have done are very bad. And after that, you start insulting them on TV. You say, you're insulting the Wazungu on TV and they are watching you. You see, the dynamics of military intervention to save humanity in Uganda are very cheap. Very, very cheap. It's not like the NATO America operation which happened in Libya. That one was expensive because they didn't know. They knew the capacity of the other gentleman, but now for you don't even have any nuclear weapons. Even the artillery you have is nothing. The planes have. Do you know? Ugandans don't know. When mumanyi enyonyi eyo eya Museveni Sukhoi erwana okugiyimusa mu bbanga cooperating 1 hour, you know, is 30. I think is 30 million Ugandan shillings. Okugibongabonga awo mu bbanga okugiteeka wansi. Temulina sente zisitula Sukhoi ezo kuzibonga. Kale mumuloza mugenda kulwanyisa abazungu. Abazungu olowooza beetaaga squadron meka okujja to completely obliterate you. Very few. Naye you have grown horns, and those horns you have grown them wrongly and at a wrong time. What you should do going forward to save yourselves, leave Kyagulanyi alone. Leave Kyagulanyi alone. That way, you are going to save yourselves going forward. You may not win, of course, you're not going to win, but saving yourself, because right now what we are looking at is saving yourself. Every strategy now you should be working on is saving yourself. Please stop listening to the advice of Andrew Mwenda, the motor-mouthed man. That man is working to save his own skin. But this level of bilateral and multilateral strategies, Andrew Mwenda is zero. Because at this level, which some of us are operating, it is not the speed of your mouth. It is how calm are you? How calm? I had my friend Moses Yaranga the other day telling him, the things you are talking, only me and you know them. Okay, you know them. Byarwanga and Mwenda, you know your things. Let them help you. Because those things are futile. I'm telling you. But you guys, you crash by yourselves. You don't crush the old man. Why are you crushing the old man? You're giving him totally wrong advice. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. I think the old man is the one who has told you don't kill him. But I see you. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. We can kill him. You have deployed terrorists, people around Kyagulanyi. Is Kyagulanyi a terrorist? The people funding your anti-terrorism, anti-terror activities have seen You have deployed anti-terror forces around Kyagulanyi. Is Kyagulanyi a terrorist? If that is how you think, you are continuing to make a further mistake. Kubanga I am trying to speak to the power. Kubanga ne mu baana abo mulimu abaana abamu abategeera. Ate mwe mukoze ensobi. Mukoze ensobi because you have ethnicized this democratic struggle. You have ethnicized it. And your mistakes are exposed by your own ineptness. Kyagulanyi is moving around the country. Everywhere Kyagulanyi is stopped to sleep in the car, not to go in the toilet, to be tear gassed, live bullets fired. Everywhere that happens, the DPC, the RPC is from Ankole. Because you are trying to turn this struggle into a tribal struggle. Dear Ugandans, this is not a tribal struggle. Bano bagezaako okwonoona struggle eno. Bagezaako okugiteeka mu ngoye za tribalism. Si ya tribalism. Abanyankole, Ugandans are not against you. Oba Namara aganye Kyagulanyi okwebaka mu hoteri. Oba Frank Mwesigwa ayagala kutta Kyagulanyi. Oba Asimwe ayagala kutta Kyagulanyi. Oba Nkore ayagala kuleetawo obutabanguko. Oba ani bonna abaana bammwe abali mu police. We Ugandans still know this democratic struggle is not a tribal struggle. This is a struggle for Uganda. It's a struggle for Ugandans everywhere. And Honorable Kyagulanyi is well seized of that. Honorable Kyagulanyi knows that poverty is poverty in Karamoja, in my homeland where my father came from, in Kigezi, it is poverty. It is still poverty in Busoga. It is still poverty in Bunyoro. Poverty is poverty, is poverty, is poverty. It is not a tribal affair. Kyagulanyi is aware about that. So Ugandans in the West, we are not against you. You are part of us in the Siamaina Jinva. My father is from Kigezi. I don't even speak Luchiga. My mother is from Masaka. I am speaking only Luganda. Abantu bambuza weddira ki sirina kye mbagamba kubanga siri Muganda na ate njogera Luganda lwokka. Ensi yonna eri mixed. One time when we were starting these struggles, I went and visited a doctor in the state of Pennsylvania. It pained me a lot in the state of Pennsylvania. I don't know whether he's watching this program or whether he shall watch the video. I reached there and I found him with his children outside, and his wife, his parents, they teach, I think, in Makerere or something. I went in his house. He gave me audience. And then somewhere in the middle, he asked me, Wedirachi. And comrades, as you know, Sina Muziro. My mother came from Masaka, Kalisizo. My father came from Kigezi in Kabale. I grew up speaking Luganda. The only thing I know how to speak very well is Luganda. Sina lulimi lulala lwemanyi okujjako Luganda mu Uganda. Naye ambuuza weddira ki? Sirina muziro. Esente ze nali mwagalako n'obuyambi saabufuna. Emboozi yakoma awo n'agamba nti katwale omwana we ku ssomero. So if I had gone to the Muchiga man, excuse me, the Muchiga man would say, are you a Muchiga? I would say yes. And by the way, I'm in Bachiga, I come from people they call Basiji. Those who know, you know. So I would be a very powerful Muchiga. But I don't speak my language. So where do I belong? I know one thing, only one thing. I, Martin Byakuleka, I am a Ugandan. And I love my country, Uganda. In fact, I want to build a house in Gulu, like Salimu Saleh, and live there. Because this is my country. I feel comfortable with everybody, wherever they come from. I'm so thankful for my mother for having educated me in powerful schools where I met people from the whole of Uganda and made friends. Another man who likes to attack me, a lawyer friend, a young man, is from Kisoro. He's my friend. Everybody. We are Ugandans. The war we are trying to do, we are trying to get rid of a dictatorship. Mr. Museveni morphed into a dictator. He knows it. Is for Ugandans. Not only one part of Uganda, is for Ugandans. Not just Mr. Museveni when he came. The reason why most of us supported him, he was speaking things for Uganda. Let me tell you, I have little money. But when Okwera has a sick child, my friend Okwera has a sick child, I gotta send him the money. I gotta send him what I have, my kitchen budget. Send to Okwera to take his daughter to the hospital. And I remain with nothing. Because we are Ugandans, we fight for Ugandans. And we have passion and we also have a brain. This is the difference. And we are going to work very hard on this thing. You people who are inside Uganda, continue the struggle. You must vote. Museveni, boys are making you make very costly mistakes. Abandon. Abandon. I know your own thing which you want to do because you don't want to go out of power. That is your own disease. You don't want to leave power. You want to be there forever. Why? You are the one who knows your things. We can't insinuate. Why you don't want to leave power is your problem. But I'm telling you, if you're going to insist on staying in power by force, by speaking some funny things at the end of election, and if our people come out and you crush them, as you say, my friend, you will be crushed too. This is a very simple fact. I'm a Muchiga, I don't lie. You will be crushed too. But it's being crushed in a nice way. But then these young men, the direction they are taking you in, you'll be crushed badly. Tumwine, General Tumwine, for you, you have spoiled your things. Your things are spoiled. That I can tell you. If you're with now, this a few things I want to say before we finish. We got about 10 minutes. You see, in the beginning, Mr. Museveni, again, this is your making. Initially, kubanga abantu bakugamba mu parliament, basemuju bakugamba, suspend the elections. Suspend the elections. Give the chair to Kadaga. Gugenda opanga ebintu. Kubanga wandize bali n'opanga mane. All of us strategists we are saying, the guy you know about. Kubanga ofuna ka chance ngako, udda buzi bali wano, n'opanga kadi empya. Chance negenda n'ogamba nze nkitwala kifuba simanyi scientific election bichi. Now on that matter, I would like to remind Mr. Byabakama, by the way, if you call Honorable Chagulanyi if he decides to come and see you in your office, because even seeing you is contagious, I would advise that he comes and sees you so that he debates with you, because he's very eloquent and knowledgeable. So I want you to know, ogenda noyogera ebintu bya COVID-19. Now, you're a good lawyer. I am not exactly a lawyer in your sense, but I am knowledgeable. Now, I know that the COVID of Uganda, control of COVID in Uganda, is enshrined in something we call a legal instrument. It's a legal instrument. I think it's number 55, passed March 1st. That legal instrument has something to do with how we regulate COVID and how we behave in these COVIDian times. It has those things. Now, you people, you trying to use the legal instrument to manage elections, the administration of elections. You are being wrong. Because the administration of elections is by law provided for in a parliamentary act, which is I think it's the Presidential and the Parliamentary Elections Act. It's an act of parliament. And that one allows candidates to campaign in any manner they choose. So you cannot tell the country, you can't twist these things, because a parliamentary act, the legal instrument cannot supersede a parliamentary act. So you can't obfuscate and start confusing the country. You're saying, Kyagulanyi, I'm going to do things to you because you have not adhered to. The other one is a legal instrument. Kyagulanyi is operating within a parliamentary act. The legal instrument, I think, Lewis, for you, you know those things. The legal instrument cannot supersede a parliamentary act. So I would still encourage Mr. Kyagulanyi to go and see Byakuleka so that he sorts him out in the office there. He can sort him out. Byakuleka cannot do anything to you. He cannot stop you, cannot disqualify you. Do you know, I have told you something and I repeat it. Disqualifying Kyagulanyi is the same as killing him in impact. You want to see a conflagration? Try. Now, Byakuleka, you will be defied. You will be defied because you have no locus standi. You have no locus standi to disorganize Kyagulanyi. Telling him, why? By the way, if you like summoning people, why haven't you summoned Martin Ochola to explain to you about the violence his people are occasioning on Kyagulanyi? You like summoning. Bombo clad. You are under pressure and you can't manage the pressure. You can't. I would like to reaffirm and remind those silly Ugandan operators that all of you who are abusing human rights of Ugandans, the police which is using donor cars to crush people's legs and make them lame, you will be held personally accountable. Personally accountable. But we are also working very hard to reduce the foreign aid which comes to Uganda police, and we are going to succeed. Now, do not, please, Mr. Museveni, if people, your young people can tell you, stop insulting the foreign people. And we are talking with them, engaging with them, not out of anything else, because of your own errors. UP 02525 is still packed in Ruwero. It killed Sekamo. It killed Sekamo. Did you summon the driver of that car? intentionally killed Sycamore. Did you say anything about that, Hakim? Oh, we are summoning Kyagulanyi to come to Isi. Bombo clad. You can summon yourselves first. Ugandans, go and vote. This is the final stretch. When you there, the world cares. Nanyini mufu yakwata awawunya. Do the right things. Atite mukiriza intimidation ya polisi nga si ntuufu. Kubanga kati campaign egenda mu West ne mu Buganda. Namwe mutulageeko abantu ba region ezo nti muli bakambwe. Naye sijja ne batekawo biroad block ebyekisiru. Biroad block ebyekisiru n'omugabo taddewo kya kinaakutunuulira butunuulizi. Mwe bajja MP. Uganda is our country. We shall not allow some funny people to go there and do funny things to our people. And our people must not accept. Stay strong. Vote, vote, vote. Mubalemese. Mwebale.